Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Let's get right into it. Let me say a special hello to my new and aspiring entrepreneurs, seasoned veterans, everyone in between. Hello and hello. You clicked on this video because you know that marketing is important. And maybe you're in the middle of a transition. Maybe that transition can cause you to feel a little nervous, or maybe you're a person that believes in being cautious. And that's always a smart play. Let me ask you this. Are you noticing anything? Are you noticing the change around you? Can you see it? Let me tell you, over the next 4 months, things are going to be happening unlike anything you've ever seen in a very, very long time. You are in it right now, whether you believe it or not, whether you agree or not. Change is here. But in the next 4 months, change is really coming. Right now, according to the CDC, over 61 million people have been vaccinated. That's almost 20% of the United States population. Change. I'm not discussing the political aspects of this. This is just factual. Whether you agree with it or not, it is happening. It is already happening. And I want to implore you to take notice. Amazon sales increased 37% according to the New York Times over the last year. That means more of us, just like myself included, have been purchasing things online because we have chosen not to go into various stores in person. Change. Change is coming. And I want you to be prepared. So I'm going to give you 4 marketing strategies to help you navigate change during turbulent times. So let's do this. Do not go into hiding. That's the first marketing strategy. And I'll say it again. Do not go into hiding. If you're an entrepreneur leader, if you're a business owner, one thing you need to do is to own that role. And if you're a new entrepreneur leader or a new business owner, own that role. As the world is changing around us, people are looking around to see who is leading. Leaders make decisions, and there will be people looking to you to do so. There are people who already take the direction from you. Some you know, some you don't know. Some you will never know. The world right now is transitioning, and there are people right now waiting for direction. It doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree, it's happening. It's happening right now. If you're a new entrepreneur, now is not the time to not move forward with becoming an entrepreneur or starting that business. Now is the time to lean into it. Do not go into hiding. Step out in front so people can see you. People are looking to you for the answers. And if you're a leader, if you're a new entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, be that leader. So here's the application. Number 1, let them know you are aware of what's going on. And number 2, give them explanation of what your interpretation of what is happening. Okay? Explain how it relates to this business or the industry that you currently are in. Now, in the marketing industry, there's a significant change from last year. Consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is very much a part of marketing, and it should be included in your marketing strategy. In all your marketing strategies. Now, consumer behavior is the process a person goes through when deciding to make a purchase decision. A lot of us do that. Where we're going to purchase a car or a cell phone, we have a strategy or a set of processes we do before we actually make that purchase decision. This is consumer behavior. Now, since consumer behavior has changed, marketing had to evolve as well. Marketing for just about any discipline, any company. And I'll give you a few examples. So more DoorDashes and the like the Favor and maybe Uber Eats, increased. More people began working from home. These are significant changes because in most companies, they wanted you to come into the office to work. They wanted you to come in so they can watch you or keep track. And now all of a sudden, they trust you to work independently. Change. So a lot, if not most companies, had to reposition themselves to the new consumer behavior characteristics that had become present. New consumer behavior characteristics have become present. And you are not going to go into hiding. Number 3, let them know you're here to assist. To the people that follow you, whether you know they're following you or not, make sure they know you're available. Whether you are running your own company or if you're running someone else's company. If you're a supervisor, if you're a manager, if you're a new entrepreneur, even if you are in charge of a group of people in your company, let them know you are present to help. Do not go into hiding. Let them know that you have a plan for how to get through this turbulent times. Let them know you have a plan for what's going on. You don't have to share the entire strategy right away, but let them know it's coming. Also, it's important to articulate that it's necessary for them to remain patient and remain flexible. It's necessary for people on your team to remain flexible, especially in these turbulent times that we're in now, because things may change. And things may change a little more frequent than we may be accustomed to. But you, as a leader, you can be the stability. You can be the one that's unwavering. And this is all part of your marketing strategy. So here's the application. You wanted to proactively get this message out. And you can do this through Zoom, a Zoom call, a pre-recorded Zoom call. You can post it out front and center on your website, internal, external, depending on which is appropriate. You can place it in your newsletter. You can create a poster. You can create a deck, a PowerPoint presentation that conveys all of these things I mentioned. So not going into hiding is the first marketing strategy. Number 2, understanding your role. Now, understanding your role as a new entrepreneur or a seasoned entrepreneur is important so you can lead your team, your business through turbulent times. And doing all of that is a marketing strategy in itself. Understanding your role as a new entrepreneur, as a seasoned entrepreneur, so that you can lead your team, your business through a turbulent times is a marketing strategy in itself. I said it twice because I want you to understand this. One of the things I talk about in my book, An Introduction to Entrepreneurship, is that leaders do 2 things. They do a lot of things, but 2 main things. They make decisions and they add value. Now, this does not change if the world around you is unstable. Leaders still want to make decisions and add value. Now, as a new entrepreneur or a new business owner, you have to make decisions. And you want to make good decisions. I need you to pay attention from a marketing perspective. When it gets tough, from a marketing perspective, go back to the basics. When change is taking place and you're trying to figure out what to work on or where to look to see if adjustments are needed, go back to the basics. Look at your product or the services you offer. Does a change need to be made to accommodate, to adapt, to stay afloat? Did you know that Google has their own video conference platform? It's called Google Meet, where originally everyone had to have a Google or Gmail account to use it. However, due to the exponential popularity of Zoom, only needing one person to register, then everyone else can join by just clicking the link and using your email address that you already have. Google also had to change this feature to make it easier for other people to use Google Meet platform. Next, look at the price of your products or services. Try to decide, is this the time to adjust your price? I can't tell you yes or no. You have to make that decision for yourself. But I can tell you, if you understand your customers and your clients, they will guide you with that decision. And if you're not certain, do a test run. Maybe do a 2-week deal at a certain price up or down and see how it goes. Track the results, then use that information to make a long-term decision. Another way is to ask yourself, if you were that customer or client, what would you want? What would you feel comfortable with? Now, see, a lot of new entrepreneurs build their internal and their initial demographic around their own personality type and their own characteristics. And that's fine. Use that information to help you make a decision on price. Now, place. Place is where or how your product or services can be acquired by your clients or customers. Ask yourself during these changes times, does how your customer or client get to your product or acquire your product or service need to change? I'll give you a simple example. Last year during the pandemic, more restaurants started turning into Sonic drive-ins. There's no disrespect to Sonic, but more restaurants basically were doing takeout, right? You had to drive up to the parking lot and then pick up the order and either eat in the parking lot or you take it home. All those restaurants that you called in the years past about delivering that told you, no, we don't deliver, had to change their entire workflow in a very short period of time. Now, a good number of them realized if they were going to stay in business, they had to find a way to deliver. They had to start using things like DoorDash and Uber Eats and Favor and other variations as options for their patrons to be able to acquire their food. These entities that provided their service also had to expand their service area. Both entities had to adapt in order to stay afloat. Both were aware of change. Now, promotion is the last P. And if you haven't guessed it yet, yes, I'm discussing the 4 Ps. The 4 Ps, also known as the marketing mix, which is the backbone and core of every marketing strategy. No matter how fancy it's presented to you, those are the core characteristics. So you want to make sure you understand how to plan to promote your product or service. Now, does there need to be an adjustment or a change in the middle of a turbulent situation? These are the questions you have to be willing to answer. These 4 Ps, product, price, place, promotion, are the core marketing decisions you have to make as a leader in the middle of these turbulent times. Now let's discuss this quickly. Adding value. If you're owning your role as a leader, then your decision should add value. It goes without saying that the value you bring should be beneficial to your customers and your clients. However, the value you add should also be beneficial to the people who follow you and, more importantly, the people that follow them. This is no different in a turbulent time of change. The value that you add should keep your business from being stagnant while keeping it in motion at the same time. It can be a difficult task, but you can do this. A lot of companies added Zoom to their business model, right? Their way of communicating. But they always take the time to explain the benefits of having Zoom outside of convenience. It's important to explain the value of Zoom if you're going to add it. One simple example is that Zoom has a whiteboard feature. This is a benefit, right? So the same brainstorming, marketing, creativity, planning sessions that you participate in person can still be done through this feature while being able to choose to socially distance yourself. You know, if that's your thing. Now explain to them that meetings can be done quicker, which allows more time to spend time with your family. I'm not here to pitch Zoom. I just want you to understand the benefits of adding value and how to make sure the value is being conveyed to your team, to your customers, and to your clients. Make sure the value you're bringing exceed expectations, especially in the middle of change or turbulent times. Next, we have our third marketing strategy to help you navigate change through turbulent times. Number 3, scan the environment. Whether you're a marketer, aspiring marketer, or using marketing for your business, it is important for you to always scan the environment. What do I mean by that? Now, scanning the environment means to take a look at the industry that you're in. Take a look at what is going on around you. Change. Change is happening. So by scanning the environment means take a look at what is going on around you in the world and make a plan to navigate through the changes that are taking place. Are you familiar with the term barrier of entry? Now, barrier of entry are the obstacles that prevent people from penetrating a particular industry or discipline, or at the very least, make it very hard to penetrate. I'll give you an example. An example of that would be the company choosing to enter the cola business, right? The soda business, thanks to Pepsi and Coca-Cola, those are the 2 prominent companies, have created a high barrier of entry in the soda industry, right? This was something that a company called Virgin Soda experienced a few years back. Now, yes, Virgin Soda founded by Richard Branson, and they had a good run. They had 16 years, so I give them credit. But they weren't able to stay in business after the 16 years because it was just too hard with cola and Pepsi and Coca-Cola already be major players. So where is the barrier to entry? Let me tell you a little secret. As long as you're not trying to enter the cola business, the barrier of entry in almost every market is gone. Why? Because of change. Now here's the application. I need you to feel the sense of urgency based on what is happening around. Things are changing, especially in the next 4 months. You'll begin to see things like the explosion of travel. Imagine the number of people who have not seen their parents. Some people have not seen their parents and their other family member in over a year. Travel is going to surge. In fact, travel has already started to pick up. Are you ready? Are you aware of that? For you as a leader, as a new entrepreneur, you need to prepare. Prepare means to do something. Now, if you're a new entrepreneur or a veteran entrepreneur, you can position yourself with the information that I've given you for what's to come. Now, you can choose to do nothing. And if that's what you want, then great. And as a new entrepreneur, you're a new business owner, just starting out, if you do not prepare for what's coming, you can miss the opportunity to transition. To transition to do what you really want to do. The best time to make a change or transition is when there is an interpretation in the daily norms. The best time to start a business or make money is when there's disruption. And right now, disruption is taking place. And as I mentioned, you could choose to do nothing. You can. You can ensure, but it's going to ensure you that you'll be right where you are 5 years from now. Imagine if you put yourself in a position now so that 5 years from now, you would be where you and I always knew you really wanted to be, where you're supposed to be. If you're living your best life and you are content, then that's great. But if you have an urge to go after your dreams and achieve your entrepreneurial breakthrough, now is the time to do so. My recommendation is that you put a plan together to do something to move forward. Now is the time to do so because some of you don't have to even commute back and forth to work. That's extra time that is yours to use for whatever you want. That's exactly how I completed my project last year. By removing the commute, I saved so much time and used that time to work on the items that I felt was more important. Right now, the barrier of entry in almost any market is gone. That's because of change. You're going to need to make this change proactively. So what is the change you're going to make? Start that business. Launch that new product or service. Marketing strategy number 4. Identify or cultivate a relationship. If you're a new entrepreneur or seasoned entrepreneur, understand this. Marketing is the backbone of any business. It is the backbone of any new business. It is possible that other disciplines will try to say the same thing, but since we're discussing marketing strategies, just know I'm telling you the truth. Okay? So you're trying to navigate change. And you're currently in the middle of a turbulent situation. I've walked through and tried to explain some of those examples for you that's currently present. The world around us, all is changing. So how do you get through it? We discussed not going into hiding. As a new entrepreneurial leader, you don't go into hiding. We discussed understanding your role. Your role as a new entrepreneur, as a business leader, is to know your role, to make decisions, and to add value. We also discussed the third strategy, scanning the environment, paying attention to what's going on around you. We can do an entire discussion just on that part alone. Now, the fourth and final strategy I want to give you to help you navigate through changing environments is to remember to cultivate relationships. Cultivate them with your clients, your customers, other people in your discipline. Relationship marketing is the connection between a customer or a client or organization to another individual for a long-term benefit. That's the connection between your customer and your client to you, to your organization. And usually there's a long-term benefit because of that. When people hear the word relationship, they begin to feel uncomfortable, but you shouldn't. I have former clients that still reach out to me to say hello and check on me, even though it's been years since I built their website or designed a flyer or walked them through a viable strategy. Cultivate a relationship is an essential marketing strategy, especially while things are changing, especially when we're in the middle of turbulent times. Figure out who you can help. Who should you be serving? When you determine that, it should give you the confidence to move forward because people need you. People need your skill set. People need you to be in position so they can look to you for answers. Cultivating a relationship will help you to help others. But you have to step forward towards your purpose, towards your calling. You have to push past the fear of going forward. The feeling of being overwhelmed is a real feeling when there's real chaos surrounding you. Building your business, cultivating relationships are all part of being a successful and profitable entrepreneur. It's all part of your marketing strategy to navigate through change. Implementing those 4 marketing strategies will help you not just now, but even 5 years from now. Now, if you need more of this, if these marketing strategies are helpful, if you need more help determining how you should position yourself to serve, let me know. You don't have to be on this journey by yourself. Now listen, I understand where you might be. On one side, you're feeling frustrated with life, with your career, and you're going through all these emotions, trying to determine what to do next. The world is changing around us and didn't even ask you for permission. You're feeling overwhelmed and stressed. All of these emotions could be causing you to feel anxious. Maybe you have a baby on the way and you still feel broke. You have to not just push through, but see yourself on the other side of this. See yourself through the current state you're in. See yourself doing what it is you were called to do. So what is your plan? What is your strategy? Do you have someone that can help you not just launch your business, but put a specific strategy in place? Someone that's further down the road of entrepreneurship than you? I provide entrepreneurial strategies, marketing strategies. I have tools that can help you walk step by step to get you to where you're trying to go. I have private coaching. I have free coaching. I have online courses. If that's your preference, that can help you. Your commitment to doing that, committing to your decision to move forward, starting your business, will bring you back to life. Your commitment to change your own path will allow you to position yourself to feel freer and more confident to go in the direction you truly want to go. If you need tools, I got you. If you need to make a plan, I got you. If you just need a book, I got you there as well. At the very least, my recommendation for you is to choose at least one of these marketing strategies, just one, and work on it. That one shift, that one change of implementing just one of these strategies will put you in the direction towards your goal of entrepreneurial freedom. It would help you maneuver through all the noise. Now, if you don't commit yourself to change now, after this past year, when are you going to do it? Doing this now will position yourself 5 years from now. I promise you, you'll say, you know what? I should have done this sooner. I should have learned these steps to launch my own business sooner. I should have implemented these marketing strategies sooner. I want to give you the help and the tools I wish I had when I first started. If you implement just one strategy full out, you'll be in a better position. That much I know. 5 years from now, you'll say to yourself, I'm running my own business. I'm spending more time with my children. All because you took the time to learn, step by step, how to change from your current position in the middle of a storm to the position that gave you your entrepreneurial freedom, the joy that you wanted. I've given you 4 marketing strategies to help you navigate change through turbulent times. If you like that, you need more, maybe you want to take a deeper dive, you can go to my website, mstolard.com, mstolard.com. The link should be on the screen down below. If you just need a one-time, one-on-one strategy session, just to kind of talk some things out, make a plan, we can do that. If you're one who prefers to do it on your own by watching videos or reading a book, you can choose that option as well. I mean, that's how I started. I eventually had to get a coach. Eventually had to get some one-on-one strategy sessions. But if you're like me and you want to read and watch videos and so forth, we have that option for you as well. But whichever direction or method you choose, by taking some kind of action, you're going to experience a new rhythm, a new sense of confidence that will emerge from you. So good luck to you. Let me know if you need anything. And implement at least one strategy. I implore you.